Glad you're back with us as ESPN continues our coverage of the Chameleon Championship, and we continue, Randy, our top 50 countdown of the all-time greatest bowlers in PBA history. We begin at number 32 this week.
The late, great Jim Godman won 11 times and 3 majors in his career. Rookie of the Year in 1965 and won the Tournament of Champions in 1969 and 73.
Wayne Zahn won 13 career titles, was a PBA charter member, and also named PBA Player of the Year in 1966.
At number 30, TJ Tommy Jones, 12 titles, including 2 majors, a former Rookie of the Year, and one of just 3 players to win both Player and Rookie of the Year honors.
Del Ballard Jr. won all 13 of his titles in a 7-year span from 87 to 93. We'll have more on Del in just a moment.
At number 28, Harry the Tiger Smith won the 1960 BPAA All-Stars for his first career title and his first major title, inducted into the PBA Hall of Fame in 1975.
After winning his first title in 1966, Jim Stefanich broke out with 9 titles over the next 2 seasons. It was the 1968 PBA Player of the Year, but we focus back on Del Ballard Jr., number 29. His first career victory came in the 1987 U.S. Open, which made him the first bowler to win a 6-figure first-place prize. Bo Burton with more on Del Ballard Jr.
The number 29 spot in our countdown belongs to Del Ballard Jr. The Texan was dominant in a 7-year span from 1987 to 1993, when he won all 13 of his career titles. Including those 13 wins were a pair of U.S. Opens, a Masters Championship, and a Tournament of Champions victory. His 1987 U.S. Open title, worth $100,000, made him the first player in PBA history to collect a 6-figure first-place check.
And there's a live look at Del on his left. His lovely wife, Carolyn Dorn Ballard, who took part in the PBA Women's Series here in Taylor, and on her lap, daughter Alicia. And just a reminder that we will reveal the number 1 player in the PBA's 50 greatest countdown during the live telecast of the H&R Block Tournament of Champions on January 25th. That one from Red Rock Lanes in Las Vegas, where Norm Duke will also be looking for an unprecedented 4th consecutive major victory in that event. As we take an updated look at today's bracket, Machuga wins it 196-190 over Sean Rash, so he now takes on Brian Kretzer. Strikes, and I believe that was the ball that he threw to test at the end of his first match.
Very observant, my friend Rob. You are correct, sir.
Do not mock me. Here's Brian Kretzer. He actually beat Machuga twice this week in qualifying. So we start with a pair of strikes.
And that deep inside line for Brian Kretzer is home sweet home. Loves playing the inside line. He's got a really soft hand at the bottom of the swing, and he can rotate the ball about as much as anybody out here when he feels the need. He's been working very hard on changing up some things, becoming a little bit more versatile, staying close in the early games, and then going to his A game as the lanes start to transition.
Is that 10 going to go down? Yeah! Kretzer told us yesterday that the added match really works in his favor. More oil goes down the lane and left, better for him. He's excited that there is a match before him today.
Get a little bit of carry down, the lane settled down a bit, and the guys, through practice and one game, there's some traffic in front of him.
Strike spare for Kretzer, one of 2 bowlers on today's men's telecast that are seeking their first Lumber Liquidators PBA Tour title. The other being the number 1 seed, Bill O'Neill, who is making back-to-back televised appearances. This is Mike Machuga, his 11th career televised finals appearance. Again, just 1 win. It came in 05 on this oil pattern. New ball, we're working just fine. 2 strikes to start off.
And what that bowling ball does for Mike Machuga, because it's stronger, is he doesn't have to apply as much pressure or as much hit at the bottom of the swing, allowing him to keep it more on line. But the thing that Mike Machuga really worked on this week was keeping his hand and his elbow to the inside part of the ball. And I say it on a weekly basis. Pros work the inside part of the ball, amateurs work the outside part. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Mike Machuga's found a home on the outside part of the lane.
So Machuga knocks down a turkey to start off match number 2. And setting the tone early. And Kretzer has to realize that, and not that he has to make any significant changes right now, but he knows he's going to need to put up some points. Strike, spare, strike.
And what's really crazy about this chameleon pattern, and this is the last time that you'll see this pattern exclusively this season, is how deep Brian Kretzer already is. We had some practice. We've had 1 match bowled on this TV pair. And Brian Kretzer is already in between the 5th and 6th arrow on the left side of the lane. And that shot there, Rob, is the other thing that Brian Kretzer's been working on, is a little bit of loft, getting a little bit more loft into his game, and what that does is it just delays hook. After the flat 10 on the left lane, he said, "You know what? I got to get this ball to finish a little bit stronger into the pocket. Let me get a little air under this shot."
Machuga 4 top 8 finishes last season. This will be his best result of this campaign.
What a ball change, huh?
So Machuga opens up with 4 strikes in a row.
Again, fundamentally very sound. I think he's got one of the best physical games out here. And when he's healthy, he throws a lot of shots that look like this.
Yahtzee! 5 in a row for Machuga.
Did you miss your other opportunity in the 4th frame? Because I didn't hear it.
I'm sorry, what happened?
Well, you got 4 in a row. You got a 4-bagger. I didn't.
I'm not contractually obligated to say ham bone every time somebody bowls 4 in a row.
Sorry. If you did, I missed it parts.
You did not miss it.
Okay, all right.
Now, Kretzer has an opportunity now for a ham bone, my friend. And should he, I'll be more than happy to bark it out for our fans. We've got some good ham bone signs out here today. A couple ham bone haters as well.
We've got a really good match shaping up here.
Yeah.
Brian Kretzer can find a strike here on the left lane.
We're blowing the scores out already from match number 1, where Machuga beat Rash 196 to 190. These guys are heavy into the 200s right now, at this pace at least.
I can't Sean Rash him. It's obvious. God.
Well, and this is the same risk that Sean Rash faced playing that deep inside line. Did you see Brian just a little hop there? I don't know if that affected that shot a whole lot, but he just gets it a little bit wide of target down the lane, and he runs into a little bit of oil that makes the ball go light.
2 for 10, yeah!
How about that?
That's some Buckeye ball there. Enjoy it. Kretzer, a devout Ohio State fan, was in enemy territory this week. We will tell you about his Buckeye Wolverine confrontation when we return.